Hello, my food service power plant friends. It's Jason Wayne here in Denver, Colorado with your power plant positivity tip number 29, ask away. One of the things that high achieving people who are committed to growth, to becoming the best version of themselves have in common is they aren't afraid to ask. See, asking is one of the most powerful tools that we have towards accomplishing our dream or fulfilling our goal or becoming a high energy power plant in our lives and the lives of those around us. You see, they're not afraid to ask for help. They're not afraid to ask for advice. They're not afraid to ask for the order or ask if someone's interested in new methods of collaboration. See, people are afraid to ask, a lot of them. They're afraid of hearing the word no. They're afraid of rejection. They're afraid of some level of shame that they don't know something that they think they should. And it's all really a silly game that we play in our head. Did you know that 44% of all salespeople quit after the first call, and then 24 quit after the second call they make? The next 14 quit after the third call, and another 12 after the fourth call. That means 94% of people quit after the fourth call if they don't get the answer they want. But did you also know that 60% of sales come after the fourth call? So 94% of people don't even give themselves a fighting chance of fulfilling that goal or that sale, whatever it is that they have. Many don't ask because they're afraid of looking foolish for not knowing something. Well, you know what looks foolish? Not making any progress towards your dreams or a fulfilling life or your goals. See, a lot of people are also afraid to hear the word no. For some reason, they've been conditioned to think the word no is a negative thing. You see, when you have a goal or there's something that you need or want, and you get told no when you ask somebody, you're actually not in any worse off position. Before you ask them, you didn't have your goal, and then you ask them if they said no, then you still don't have your goal. You're in the exact same place. And actually, if you're willing to ask someone who tells you no, can I ask you why you said no? Chances are they'll be willing to give you feedback to make you smarter or change your tactics towards the next time you ask someone to help increase your percentages. You see, the more that you're willing to ask and the more that you're willing to hear no, the closer you are to getting a yes. You see, the percentages change. Let's say that in your field, you're used to getting 10% success rate. Well, think of it this way. The more no's you get, the greater your percentage grows that you're going to get a yes. So in some way, you can celebrate every no. You're closer. Your percentages are growing to getting the answer that you want. You see, you've got to ask. It's so important towards getting feedback and collaboration with others. And here's a few tips on asking others for things that you want. First, ask as if you expect to get it. Ask as if the people you're asking want to give you that. If you want the booth over the table in a restaurant, then ask for the booth and expect that the person seating you actually prefers to give you that. Ask someone, second one, make sure you ask someone who can give it to you. It's important to know who you're dialoguing with and what things they can help you with. So anytime you're doing it, find out if the person you're talking to is the right person to get the answer from. Here's the third. Be clear and specific when you ask. Don't just ask for a raise. If you want $500 extra a month, say, you know what, I'd like $500 extra a month for all the things that I've done, and here's why I think I've earned it. Be really specific so the person you're asking is clear about what you want. If you want more time with your family, don't just say, you know what, I'd like to spend more time with you. Come up with a list of things that you could do together. So you could say, let's go to a baseball game when those open back up, or let's go out and take a walk, or whatever that thing is. Be specific. Here's what I want you to do. Personally, if you struggle hearing the word no, I want you to come up with a few things that you want, and I want you to call two friends, 2 or 3, whatever it is, and I want you to say, I'm going to ask you for something, and you're going to tell me no 9 times, and on the 10th time, I want you to tell me yes, and just ask over and over and over, and keep hearing no. Eventually, the pain or the stigma of hearing that no, if you're afraid of it, really minimizes until you get a yes and you become less afraid of it. If in work, I want you to call 2 colleagues, people you trust, and say, you know what, here's something I need or something I want. Have them tell you no 9 times, and on the 10th time, have them tell you yes. Just get used to no. You see, oftentimes when you call people and ask them for help, truth is, they're more than happy to help. In my own career, so much of what I've learned has come from people that you wouldn't have expected would want to help me along the way. People who at one time were viewed as competitors or whatever it is, I would call and say, you know what, I just need to pick your brain. And almost always people are willing to let you buy them a cup of coffee as soon as we can do that again. Sit down because it helps them feel honored that you thought so highly of them. So don't be afraid to ask. If you do feel afraid, practice some of those things we talked about to get over that fear. Asking is one of the key things you have towards accomplishing your goal. Remember, You've got this. I'm proud of you. We've got it together. Have a great day.